Not a lot of energy there from you. All right.
Tie your shoe, Mason!
It's 14U, but we're still tying shoes, huh? Now, congratulations to all the Broncos fans out there. Sounds like they won. 10-9.
Man, I'm not for my chair over here, right?
Please. Please. What else you need? Did you get watered and fed between innings?
I just got water.
My wife makes the most amazing chocolate chip cookies. I'm not lying. Do you like chocolate chip cookies?
I'll come out. I'll let you after the game.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I don't want to sway you. So you got to call that impartial game. You can't be like, well, this team gave me cookies.
I don't know if it's tossed up. They just gave me cold water.
Well, we got cold water. We got Gatorade. That we can probably find you a greater than 21-year-old beverage if you were so inclined. That'll be after the game. Is this the last one, or you got one more? Okay. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the top of the first. Jackrabbits are home, so they're taking the field first. And we are playing Playball Lucero, I think is how you'd say that. And they will be taking the field here in their wonderfully blue tops. And this will be the final game of the all ball season for the Jackrabbits. We have next weekend the playoffs. Again, I won't be here, but we are trying to figure out a way to make sure that those get broadcast. So in steps number 28 for play ball and foul tip. So we've got Chris on the mound, Eastside behind the plate, Brell at first, earned that spot after that great catch in the foul territory. And then we're going to check on him real quick and make sure that that foul ball went off his helmet's all right. Out at second, we've got, is that Mason out at second? That is. That puts Ricardo at short and Jorge at third. In center, we've got Jack. In right, looks like Aaron, and in left, Emilio. And Chris throws a 65-mile-an-hour pitch right in the dirt. And 1 ball, 1 strike now. Or maybe it's 2 balls. Let me see here real quick. Ooh, 50 sticks. Some sort of spin on that one, but not enough. 28 spins out of the way. Now we got a 2-1 count, my bad. So in the first game, everybody got an inning. That's 63 and high. So number 28 with his pipe fire now has a 3-1 count to sit on a fastball from Chris. And the next pitch, low, ball 4. So we're going to give a leadoff walk to the play ball number 28, and in steps his teammate, number 14. That was my number for a long time, back in the day.
Hey, Pop, I love you guys.
No, I Hunter, love you.
And with the runner on first now, 61-mile-an-hour strike on the corner. How come my first base camera isn't working? That's weird. First base camera is working, but not my picture in the picture. Teddy is not out there. And foul ball, straight back, strike 2, 63 on that one. Why isn't that working? Is that one working? Huh. I'm not sure why those aren't working. I'll have to look at my picture-in-a-picture issue going on middle of the evening. Walking past us right now, a fan with a t-shirt that said "World's Most Okayest Horse Rider." So at least you know where you're at. 62. Wow, that was a good spot. I don't know how that wasn't strike 3. So instead it's ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's one of our players' grandmothers. There you go. She knows her spot. Oh, there you go. She knows her spot in the world. She's an okayest. Oh wow, world's most okayest horse rider. Chris now has nibbled around the margins for the last 2 pitches. Now it's taken it to a 2-2 count. And the 2-2 pitch. Runner going, swing and a miss, and throw it down to second. And Mason gets him. That's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. Beautiful throw from Isai. Fabulous slap tag from Mason. That, my friends, is some really good textbook baseball. And don't forget the strikeout from Chris as well. So two play ball. Oh, did he? Hey, if you can help the ump out there, I'll have to go back and watch. Apparently, Chris calling the out from the mound to help the ump out there, the equivalent of a frame, as it was described here. And that's a curveball that doesn't curve, so therefore is a ball. Ball 1, number 23. I mean, it's very simple. It's a math problem. There it is, 61 at the letters. Woo! Smoking. So Chris firing on all cylinders. Like I said, everybody got 1 inning in the first game. We'll see if that holds true here in the second game. And who we would have next. Ooh, 52, curve. 23 gets his bat on it, fouls it away, but achieves the objective that Chris needed, which was to get a second strike here. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 2 down. Again, apologize, no scoreboard. We are having the darndest time trying to get the scoreboard to work, and so we just gave up. And I'll just have to tell you what we're at. So at the top of the first, 2 down. Strike 3! Wow! 52-mile-an-hour curveball right on the inside corner. Throws number 23, and that's it. 3 up and 3 down with the help of a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Jackrabbits will put the helmets on. We'll see the batting order here in just a second, but they go to the bottom of the first. Nothing. Jackrabbits are going to try to finish strong in the last full game of their fall ball season. And just a reminder, you're going to want to like and subscribe and hit the bell so that you know when the games are happening. I've had water. I'm drinking out of this one. You said lots of water. The Jackrabbits coming off kind of an emotional win in the first game of the day, 10-8, I believe was the final score. But kind of had the game in hand, and then had 1 bad inning, lost the lead, had to come back and get the lead, and then really rode on Joe's shoulders to get the final outs of the last inning. So this appears to be the last game in the park, and we're gonna kind of close it down today. So It does feel a little early, but you know, it's fall. People want to go do things. I mean, we're trying to get people to watch baseball and not watch things. I have 4. I've got 1 behind home. I've got 1 on. That's the radar gun, yeah. So you can go back and see how fast you're throwing. You were all over the place, my good man. Yeah, you were pretty unpredictable. I think that's fair to say. You had 50-mile-an-hour pitches that weren't competitive. You had 61-mile-an-hour fastballs down the middle. So you had quite the range. But well, so I don't like if you throw it 64, but it bounces before the plate. I generally don't say the speed because who cares? No one cares how fast ball 4 is. If you throw for a strike, I try to do my best to say the strike or the speed for the strike, so you know. But you threw a really nice 61-mile-an-hour pitch down the middle, and so that was nice. And then you threw like a weird 50-mile-an-hour like loopy lob pitch. That's the word I was looking for. I keep calling it ephus, but lob. That's the word. Lob. All right, so that was me chatting with Joe. Joe coming over to say hello. So that'll be Joe leading off. Looks like maybe the same lineup. Joe leading off, and Jorge is on the on deck circle. I wonder if that like real background noise of Michael Jackson got to be starting something's going to show up on my. Actually, can you? How would I do that? Oh, I didn't fix my picture in a picture. Well, I just want to know if you can hear it. And Joe will step in. Play ball is called. And the first pitch from the play ball pitcher is 58 in the dirt. And the next pitch, Joe fouls that 58 1-mile-an-hour back. Oh, Joe messed with my camera. Yeah. All right. He asked where they were. He came over and asked about them, and then promptly knocked my home plate camera off its kilter. Let's see if that doesn't work. And the 1-1 pitch is outside for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, looks like I was able to fix home plate there. And that ball bounces in, ball 2.
How long can you go without water? It's 3 days until dehydration, and then 21 days without food.
And the next pitch to Joe is an attempt at a curveball. It was more of a lob there, but it was an attempt at one, so we know that that's in the arsenal of the pitcher. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. He's almost certainly going to come back with a fastball here. And he does, mid-50s fastball, 54 mile an hour. But the first baseman is able to gobble it up and touch first for the first out of the inning. So Joe goes down after seeing 6 pitches on a nicely struck ball, just happened to go right to the first baseman for the first out. All right, got that to work again.
Jump on everything.
Oh, there's a beautiful. It stays fair, and Jorge is safe with a beautiful bunt. All right, so that Jorge just laid down a perfect bunt there. Defense did exactly everything right, waited for the ball to roll foul. It just didn't, and he took first base, so you can see him there. So in steps Chris Ricardo in the on-deck circle. So 1 on, 1 down. Jorge almost certainly going to go. And that ball pops out of the catcher's glove, and Jorge will take second uncontested. I believe there was also a ball. So a good chance here for Chris to put a ball through the right side with the second baseman holding the runner on, not do a popcorn, but holding on. Chris also swinging the new Marucci that, hits him on the ribs maybe? That'll be a dead ball and he'll take first. So no chance to swing the new Marucci that is pretty popular. Actually, I think now Ricardo's got Teddy's new baseball bat. So Nana Papa, if you're listening, you contributed not only to Teddy's batting but also to others on the team. And speaking of Teddy, he will step into the on-deck circle with runners on first and second. Ricardo, big hitting Ricardo in. Let's see what he can do with his Cat X here. And that ball's 54 and high. Yeah. And number 17 out there with a strong oomph out of him. I heard a really strong oomph. And we will see if we can put, that's 56 there. And the next pitch. Strike inside corner, says Blue. Ricardo disagrees. Let's see what we can do here. And that ball gets away down the third base line. Jorge's going to come home. And then the question is, what do you do at second? Chris just pulls up at second. And so what a good jump by Jorge there. And he puts the first run across the plate for the Jackrabbits today. 3 balls and 1 strike, says Blue. So here we are on the bottom of the first. Jackrabbits with 1 down, runner at second. 1 run across and a 3-1 count to Ricardo. Teddy in the on-deck circle. Nice curve. Wow, that was a nice curve. 39 was what that's what my radar gun told me, but I think that might have been the throw back. I'm not sure. It was very slow was the answer, but amazing break on it. And a shot to the left field, and the left fielder, drops in front of the left fielder. And so Ricardo will take first.
Who's on deck? Who's up? Who's after Teddy? Aaron.
All right, and Teddy steps into the batter's box at the plate with 1 down and a runner at first and second, and a huge hole in the right. And he's going to take a 57-mile-an-hour pitch high. Aaron steps into the on-deck circle with a mouthful of gum, maybe? Seeds? I don't know. He looks like a chipmunk in the on-deck circle. In the meantime, Teddy was 2 for 2 in the first game. Is going to be safe as everybody moves up. Chris there now has runners. Teddy now with 2 runners in scoring position. Ricardo at second and Chris at third. So catcher calls time, goes to ask to talk to his pitcher. He's kind of doing a little gardening for number 17 out there, trying to have a plan. I made my picture in a picture too small. So. And cheers of Let's Go Jackrabbits. Teddy steps in, ready for the next pitch. The ball bounces. Chris gets a bad look and does not get the jump, so he's going to let that ball pass. And a 3-1 count now to Teddy. That hole on the right side being filled by the second baseman is returned to position, so Teddy's going to put the ball. Oh, isn't that 3-1? Oh, now it's 3-1. My bad. I thought it was 3-1 before that.
All right, guys, let's focus.
So 3-1. Here, see what Teddy can do. Turn on it and drive it. And he hits a ball through the right side. It will score 1. It will score 2. And Teddy's going to be out by a mile at second. But he gets 2 runs in And so the equivalent of a very long sacrifice fly, Teddy will get credit for 2 RBIs and an excellent cutoff by, I think that was the pitcher, might have been the first baseman, to throw to the second baseman who was in position to make a really nice tag. And with that, we have a 3-0 game, I think. Aaron steps in and gets that ball off to the right side. Mason in the on-deck circle. Heads up. Mason, family, and friends are listening. He's up next, but Aaron, family, and friends, pay attention now because he's got a no balls and 1 strike count. And nobody on. So brand new position, almost like he's a leadoff hitter. And that's a curve that doesn't break over the plate.
Hey, you gotta careful ducking up. Turn, don't duck.
And we got 2 outs here with a 3-0 lead for the Jackrabbits.
Mason.
And it's 5. Sorry, 5. That's 56 put in the dirt for 3 balls. What up? And there's a shot down the first. Oh, and right behind the chain link fence. I got to give credit to the first baseman who got underneath that pop up and got the out. So with that, the 3rd out of the inning is retired. But the Jackrabbits put 3 runs on the board against Playball in the bottom of the 1st. And the Jackrabbits will put their helmets on, or put their gloves on and take the field.
I woke up, I was up, and then he wakes up, and the first thing I hear is like coffee. Oh, that's not just like I didn't wake him up.
He's coughing.
I didn't wake him up.
And I was like, oh, it's his asthma.
No, I didn't wake him up. I was already up.
And he tells me, because it's raining back here and it's making me nauseous. Like, you gotta try and spit it out. I'm going. I got some hard candy. You can use it like cough drop, so it keeps you keep him moistened.
Was he being lazy?
And he's like, well, I'm hungry now. I need to go straight from the other bar. He was eating it as he was going, and I'm like, hopefully it makes it without back up.
Come on. We know that.
I know it, man. You didn't bring anybody else's smoothie. Step back, man.
We know that excuse.
Just a little bit outside.
Got a date?
He's just gotta be like Aaron and take 2 girls as just friends, but then let them both know I'm gonna dance with both of you because of miscommunication. Yeah, that's how that went down.
So he's asking age, right? he's gonna sign in everything already.
Okay, one cover off baseball. Well, coach, we want number 5. Yes, we'll take your trade all day.
She should be your ears. You gotta put her on your payroll. She's gonna be your ears for the next 4 years. Except for, I'll teach you how to be sneaky. My mom be like, you can just tell me. I already know. Like, did she tell you? Just tell me. I already know. Let me see if she told me the truth. And then I spill everything and come to find out neither one of them said crap to my mom. She's just really good at manipulating me.
What are you doing?
I know. And mom was good. She just said, she like knew that I was trying to hide something. And it was never about like something I did.
Hey, Teddy!
All right, number 5 steps in here, and Chris is back on the mound with a very quick first inning, so he's going to earn himself a second inning. Number 5 steps in for the play ball, and that is a 50-mile-an-hour curve. It doesn't curve. We now have Isaiah behind the plate. Down at first, Joe at second, Aaron at short, Ricardo at third. We've got Jorge. In left is Teddy. And there's a shot through the side. So that ball's going to find Teddy. And he's going to get the ball in. In center, we have Mason. And in right, we have Isaac, I believe that is. Number 11 steps in with a teammate on first and no outs. This is going to have to do himself a favor here by getting a simple, easy out.
Aaron, watch the hole.
The runner does not go. There it is. 62 down the middle for a strike.
Watch runner. Dugout.
And that's a curveball that doesn't curve. And we're going to just eat it and give the runner second.
Hey, that's not the right stance either. You're ready to throw instead of block that. Come on now. Hey, stay square.
So Isaiah not able to get that ball, but really asking a lot of him to catch a ball that's behind a right-handed batter. Runner's going to third. So Isaiah kind of getting back into habits that he had in the first inning, first game, excuse me, where if a runner gets on, they're getting second and third on some pass balls and wild pitches. You hate to see that. And that'll be fast, 65, but ball 3. Next pitch, and ball's high. So 4 straight pitches, and now we got runners on the corners.
Standing straight up. While your ball's tailing high. Isaiah.
And ump reminding the on-deck batter he's got to put a helmet on. So the runners on the corners, no down. Play ball really in a kind of a driver's seat position. And a fake, but no throw to first. And the first pitch. He's in the dirt.
Strikes, bud. Don't worry about the slide step so much. You got an arm back there. He'll get it. Don't be afraid to throw him a 1, 2.
And a lot of conversation around both the pitcher and the catcher doing what they need to do right now. They both look out of sync, just mechanically. And a ground ball. And we'll take the run for the out. So Jorge picks up the ground ball, throws it to Joe for the first out of the inning, but the run does score. Jackrabbits now 3, play ball, Lucero 1. And a runner out at second.
Now you're good. Steve, you want a drink from Sonic?
Let's go, man.
Well, I don't get creative for you, man. So you gotta tell me.
And looks like 13 is in. Runner at second being held, but only a little bit. Chris not paying him not much attention. And there's a curve. It doesn't curve. So Chris's curveball not working at all today. We have not seen it thrown for a single strike. And I think thrown probably half a dozen times each time for a ball. So I don't know if he's out here working on that this inning, and that's why he's back out. But his fastball's clearly working. I guess that was a little high here. 13, a little bit smaller in stature, smaller zone. It was a nice pitch over the plate. A little popcorn out there at second base between the middle and the field. Strike and a runner at third. Oh,
Good job.
so a good stop by Isaiah. A ball hits off his glove, off the heel of his glove. skips away, he's able to go get it quickly and keep the runner at second, which is crucial. And next pitch. Foul tip, a nice catch by Isaiah. I think we got 2 balls, 2 and 2. Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, runner at second. 1 runner caught already this inning for Playball. And there's the curve again, way inside. So now we go to full count. And we need Chris to go get him here. Can't lose this one, 13. Much better to have 2 down, a runner at second, than 1 down and 2 runners on. So let's see what we get here. And that ball sails away. And we get exactly that. 1 down, runner at first and second.
Hey, turn 2, let's go.
So I think we got 33 in. We're still cruising through their lineup the first time. I don't think he's seen Chris yet. Call for the middle infielders to turn a double play. Love to see it. We haven't seen one this fall ball season on a longer basis. There it is, strike 1. That's been a strike all day. It's outside, but it's been a strike all day, so batters need to know. They need to tell their teammates. Again, don't care if your zone is wide, as long as you're consistent. We can adjust as batters. May have been the curve there, or not the curve, but the slider. No balls, 2 strikes now. And that ball is popped up to the right side, but it's going to be out of play. And the next pitch. It's that curve ball. It doesn't curve. The Chris's curve or slider is not sliding today. Going to be key to strike here. Can't load the bases. Instead he throws the ball. Gets past Isaiah. But Isaiah is close enough to get there.
You gotta get there on that. He's big, right?
2 balls, 2 strikes. Chris with no more room to play, no more room for error. Throws another curve, the slider, whatever the breaking ball is that's not breaking today. Now we got a full count and runners on first and second. Swing and a miss to the changeup for strike 3. But Chris does get him. Well pitched, Chris. And I will say, kind of appreciate Playball playing some walk-up music, but not blasting us on this nice fall day.
Here we go, Chris.
And with 2 outs now, you can never play at any base here on the infield. Chris's breaking ball head movement, but way too high. It is quite warm today. With the climate changing, we've got September being basically August part 2. It is 90 degrees here. And even in the artificial shade, when it's intense, still plenty heat bearing down on us. Kids are going to be tired after today. Then we have a 3-0 count now to number 3. And I don't see anything warming up, but I'd be surprised if Chris gets many more batters here. Nice, 60 mile an hour. That one looks like maybe a change.
Ricardo, get there quick.
Yeah, That's the 40th pitch for Chris, so I'm guessing that
Get him at 2, Isaiah.
near the top of him.
Back pick him, Isaiah.
And that's ball 4. Ball's high. Again, as we're across the plate now, where it lands in the glove. And number 6 will step in. And I don't know if he's the top of the order. Getting pretty close, though.
Jorge.
And there's a waspy-like creature flying around. And my daughter has bolted for the grass to get away from them. And a little spin out of the glove of Isaiah, but he was able to jump on it, no problem.
They gotta at least earn it. Make him hit.
Chris now will go to the wind-up. Generates quite a bit more. And that ball's through. And a good hit. Score a run. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Wonder if they could have had the force there at second. Not sure as we go back and look. Felt like that was a possibility, but no one was calling for it. Everybody was calling for cut 4. So Mason in center field doing what his teammates are telling him. And it steps a big lefty.
Jorge, 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 Jorge.
And we have a back pick attempt, not a good throw. And so the ball gets away from Jorge a little bit. But nonetheless, no damage done as Ricardo goes and picks it up. We feel pretty good that the waspy thing has gone away now. I'd say it's because you're so sweet and lovable. Ooh. And that was a 64-mile-an-hour pitch off number 18's helmet. He appears to be okay, but that definitely hurt. We're going to get a timeout here. Coach needs to go talk to Chris. I think Chris is probably done. Yeah, he's already given the ball to Jorge. Jorge. I don't even know if that's what Coach wanted, Jorge to pitch or not, but it looks like that's what we're going to have here. Somehow we were able to hit the tallest player on play ball in the head. So that was, just want to help out of the zone that pitch was.
Last time I tried to do that, it popped out and almost hit somebody.
That was somebody was me. And they keep pushing it through and it goes in my bag.
Sure.
That was wrong. Jorge asked for the ball. Coach gave it back to Chris. So 3-3 is the score here. Bases loaded, top of the second, 2 down. Chris, who started off well, got a couple of quick outs, has since struggled to get that all-important third out. Runner at first has been checked out, and people feeling comfortable that he is. Yeah, everyone thought we were changing pitchers. Even the ump thought we were changing pitchers. The runner at first took the fastball off the helmet is fine. Chris now from the windup, and number 28 goes fishing on that one a little bit. Helps Chris out with a first pitch strike. So a 3-3 count, a 3-3 score, bases loaded. 28 can really blow the score wide open here, or Chris can slam the door and give his offense a chance in the bottom of the inning. Ooh. Swing and a foul ball off to the right side. So Chris should learn from that. That one looked like it was either his change, or it was slower in speed. It was his change or it was his curve or slider. And so he couldn't catch up with the fastball. He could catch up with the off speed. He threw him the off speed. And that ball's going to drop. And that's going to blow this game wide open. And a very long single for that batter. Disappointing. Didn't read that right. He couldn't catch up with the fastball, but he could hit the changeup, and that he did. He corked that one into right center. It's 5-3 now for Playball. And Chris, who had a really good first inning, has given up 4 this inning. And still more damage can be done by play ball here. So Chris, if you go back and look at that, you can see that sequence there, and he couldn't catch up with the fastball, and so he should come back with that. And there's a ground ball to Jorge, who's going to make the throw to first, and they're going to get him at first. Joe kept his foot on the base. They barely made it, but they got him. And a good stretch by Joe to make that happen. Otherwise, we were in serious trouble. Jorge's really got to work on his throws across the diamond. So 5-3. And that should give the play ball pitcher a little bit more breathing room. We'll go to the bottom of the second here. And let me pull up who's up. Let's see, who made the final out? Aaron? Mason. So we're going to have Mason, Jabril, Isai, and Isaiah. When those gentlemen get on, we'll have Emilio, Isaac, and Jack. And that would flip the lineup over. And did we ever figure out if we can hear the music on the YouTubes? This is great. Play ball. I can't hear their music, so we can keep talking. So this is, again, a reminder, last game of the autumn fall ball season. Jackrabbits will play in the playoffs next week. This game will help decide the seeding, so we don't know when we're going to play. The games may or may not be broadcast. We're going to try to get some broadcasts going, but not guaranteed. So make sure you hit the notification bell after you subscribe so you know when it's going to happen. As I mentioned in the first game, we will be out. The entire family is going to celebrate my wife and I's 25th wedding anniversary in Italy, so we'll be having pizza and gelato at this time in a week. Actually, this time we'll be asleep. It's like 11 o'clock there, but the equivalents they're in. So just checking in on the final game of the Major League Baseball season. Looks like the Rockies are in the top of the 8th, and they're up 1-0, so they might go 62-100, with 100 losses being a big shame on them. And Mason takes second pitch, ball 2. The Braves are currently losing to the Royals 4-2, and they need to win that game if they're going to guarantee themselves in the postseason. And looking at a few others, the Mariners are ahead, but they need the Royals to lose over in the American League. Let's see how Atlanta could lose as long as the Mets and Arizona lose. So let me see how they're doing. And there's a strike right there. The Mets are up, so so are the D-backs. It could get really ugly if the Braves are unable to come back and beat the Royals here in the bottom of the 7th. And Mason's going to take ball 4 and take first base. Over in the American League, it really is just about Kansas City and Seattle. So Kansas City wins and they're in. Seattle, it needs Kansas City to lose, and Seattle's got to win. And then they do a tie, so they get to play tomorrow in a playoff. So I did just hear a resident Philly fan note that if the Phillies win, they will have home field advantage, at least in the first round, maybe the first 2 rounds, depending on how that works out. So there's some reason for them to play. The Dodgers have secured home field advantage all the way through. That's probably why they're letting the Rockies win today. But the Rockies meeting the old truism, you will win 60 games, you will lose 60 games, and it's what the 40 that you do that matter. And the Rockies managed to lose all of them because they're very, very bad. Of course, it could be worse. It could be the White Sox, who are 40 and 121, having lost nearly 3/4 of every game, a little over 3/4 of the game. They're currently ahead of the White Sox, 5-4 in the 7th, but it's still early. I have no doubt the White Sox can win. And I did mention this in the other game, but the Jackrabbits summer team. Oh wow! You got to get in. You got to get down, Mason. You got to get down. Mason's safe at first, but only barely, and if he does that again, he's going to be out. Yeah, the Jackrabbits Summer Ball League was able to win more games than the White Sox have been all season, so some head should roll there. And Mason not sliding, and literally everybody in the Jackrabbits dugout, from coach to player, yelling slide. Apparently he does his own laundry, and so he doesn't want to get dirty. Those white shorts are hard to go. And it's a really high pitch. And that ball gets through to the outside. Had it been there, had it been corralled by number 13, Mason would have been out. So, no, that ball gets him, I think. So, but it doesn't matter. The ball gets into center field, and so as such, Mason is safely at second. He did get dirty there, so break out the OxyClean. He's going to need the help there. And Jabrell steps in. And a throw to second. We don't see that very often. Good move by 17 to keep him close. Mason again being told to slide. I don't know if Mason knows how to slide back into a base. He clearly knows how to slide into a base, but can he go back into a base? Let's see if Jabrell can do something with the fastball here. That's ball 2 to him. Jabrell was 2 for 2 with a couple RBIs in the first game. Big smash of a hit, the longest hit of the game, as well as, I think, a single through the left side. Oh, 47. He didn't know what he was doing there. That's a bummer. Looks like Jabrell might be swinging Teddy's Marucci, too. And there's a curve. And that ball beats him by a mile, but it gets past the third baseman. And as such, we will plate a run. Go pick up your chamois. There's a car that needs cleaning. All right, and with that, we do plate a 4th run. Jackrabbits still behind, 5-4. But inching us closer, Jabrell now. Sitting on a fastball. And he's going to take a curveball high. He almost wanted to reach out and grab it with his hand. He's got those defensive reflexes there. So 3-1. And he's going to take ball 4. And Jabrell had a stolen base earlier and made a fool out of me because I said I didn't think he was going to steal. So I'm not going to say he's not going to steal this time around. I think I just learned that you have to have something plugged in here for this to work, because this is now feeding this, I think. And throw over. Number 12, a very aggressive base runner holder. Holding the base runners close. Jabrell has got up limping.
Hey, call time then.
And Jabrell just grabbing his knee over there. Over there, he's kind of off to the right here. He slammed his knee on the ground when he slid back. So. So Jabrell walking off a little bit of an injury there. Slammed the knee to the ground on his return to the base on the throw over. And now he's good. And so we get side up, and we've got Isaiah in the on-deck circle. There's a strike at the knees, right down the middle. Let's see what Isaiah can do with that bat. He's been swinging that bat all season. And there's a curve that doesn't curve. Comes in at 42 behind Isaiah. And we got 1 ball, 1 strike, says Blue. Foul ball straight back. Strike 2. And and my daughter doesn't have to go grab it. Helpful as she is. And she's bored out of her skull. We did bring a couple of books, but books don't have any moving pictures on them. All right, Jabril with a decent lead, but not running. Strike three, right at the letters in the inside corner. Eastside's got to be doing something with that. So that gets us to the first out of the inning. Emilio steps on deck circle, and Isaiah steps into the batter's box. He's going to need to drive this one here. Still swinging that big white balling stick. Nice curve, 46. So 17 here has a pretty significant horizontal drop on his fastball. We'll be home by like 5. Oh yeah. We don't want to wait till after sun goes down. That's too late. What time's sun down? 7. So 2 strikes now. Look for a curveball here. And 1 down, and Jabril still on first. Jackrabbits behind, 5-4. And that ball hit straight up, and the catcher, nice grab. And that is the second out of the inning. Emilio brings the ball, foul ball in. He's going to step in now. Emilio had the bases loaded with him up last time, and he drew a walk. Probably not going to have that luxury here. Oh, I don't know. Like about an hour.
I was gonna look.
I know, I was about to
Like 5 to 6. 5 to 6:45. There you go.
dedication in goal.
Emilio now back off his shoulders. He's ready. Oh, sent to the runner. Foul ball. That was a hit and run. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. And Jabril back on that throw, snap throw. You're very, very aware of where his base runners are, keeping us close. That was a curve. Emilio fights off. And we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. And the next pitch, Emilio's ready for it. And Emilio keeps fouling off that low 40-mile-an-hour curveball. And we'll do it all over again after that foul ball and curveball. Gonna throw over. And pitcher's pitch. Emilio fouls it straight back.
That's why, Hunter. He's having a good at bat. Give him another one if they throw him out.
This pitcher keeps executing pitches in and around the strike zone. Emilio keeps fouling them off. What a good battle. Mano a mano here. And the runner at second is out by a long, long way. That was not pretty. With that, Jackrabbits are able to put 1 on the board, but not enough to tie. So 5-4 to play ball. And we go to the top of the 3rd.
Did we start on time?
Come here. Alright, second sign. Second sign. Hey. at it, right? Hey, just think right now.
So we started putting together our plans for Jackrabbits in the 2025 season. We're going to shoot for about 80 games again, like we had, which is going to be close to a dozen tournaments, depending on how well we do in each tournament, and the midweek Arapahoe Youth League baseball. Chris is back on the mound, which is surprising to me, but Jorge is behind the plate, which is even more surprising to me. And let's see what else the rest of our defensive alignment is. Teddy seems to have worked himself out of third base today by being unable to catch literally anything thrown his way, so he'll be in left. Jack back in center, where as a lefty he is very well positioned to do that. And Isai will be in right, a position that he has played before, but not necessarily maybe his tertiary position. Jabril goes back to first. Joe at second. Am I seeing things? No, that's definitely Joe. Ricardo at short. And Emilio at third.
Hey, all right, here's my deal behind there. You're not a shortstop. All right?
So that means that
no pitch. You're not a shortstop.
So Chris is out for a third inning. This is surprising to me, just because I thought he was on a pitch limit.
Left knee down.
Got to squeeze those, Jorge. You got to get them. Jorge has taken the fall ball season off, practice season off, to play soccer for his middle school team as an 8th grader. For classmen, if you will, to represent. So just absolute slop out there, by the way. Infield throwing the ball past Jabril all the time, the outfield bouncing the ball to each other all the time, and Jorge having a heck of a time coming up with the ball from Chris. So we better hope that we do not play like we're practicing right now, because it's going to be a comedy of errors in a very sad way. And calls the balls in coming down.
Hey, the ear. Catch the ear. Nope. Hey. No. Catch the ear.
So Jorge, normally a shortstop, had all kinds of shortstop movements there behind the plate, and trying to be told you got to be quicker to get that throw down. So in steps number 23, I believe we flipped over the lineup just at the end of last inning when Playball put a bunch of runs on the board. So it's 5-4 here, top of the third, nobody down. Chris back on the mound. And the first pitch of the inning is corked out to Jack in center, and will drop right in front of him. That was a frozen rope, if you will. Really going to be tough to catch. That's going to be tough to catch. It dies. And so the first pitch is swung and drove into center, and the runner's at first. Number 5 steps in. I can't see if there's anybody down the line warming up.
Joe, it's you.
And we get a curveball that doesn't curve. It's number 5 right in numbers, and he will take the base. So 2 pitches, 2 runners on. Hey, Lydia.
Want a hug? There you go. Good.
Well, you can stay there if you want, or you can run down. Okay. So we believe Mason is warming up down the left field line. I've sent my daughter to do a little recon to figure that out, but Mason's mom told me, so I'm gonna go with. She probably knows her son better and by sight than anybody else on the team. So 57, number 11 pulled away from that. The slider there, some sort of glove side action from Chris. So runners at first and second. confirmed it is Mason. We really never had any doubt, but we did confirm it. So Mason would be the reliever in this game. And there's a 49-mile-an-hour curveball that, as you saw, was behind the batter. So Teddy and Jack have not been called upon to pitch as our main line starters. They haven't gotten a lot of time in this fall ball, which is fine. The idea is to work through your other positions. Strike 2, 57. That's the pitch that I wish Chris would throw more because it's going to be called all day and it's completely unhittable. 1 ball, 2 strikes, says ump. And runners at first and second, nobody down. Top of the third. And Jorge stops it. I don't know why he doesn't throw more. He's been throwing a lot of the curveball that is not, a slider that's not doing what he wants. But he must be working on a slider. I mean, that's what fall ball is about. Right? Work on the stuff this isn't, no one has ever asked, did you win your fall ball 8th game of the season? Jorge calls for time because he doesn't know what the sign is. He just shook off his own.
How did you throw that? Well, then throw it. Let's go. That's not what I called. That's not what I called.
So we just talked about what everybody's throwing here. It looks like Chris is now holding up the ball to show everybody. He's throwing a circle change. Everybody knows a circle change is coming. Let's see. And he can change the grip on that because that popped the glove. My radar gun didn't get it, but it was not a circle change.
Oh my gosh! I'm a catcher back there doesn't know the signs.
Foul ball. So now I think we're at full count.
Hey, switch. First sign. First sign.
So the full count, they had the runners going there. Good, sort of smart hit and run going. And a foul ball hit off the left side. Then we'll do it all over again. Everybody was running, everybody was swinging, everybody was fouling. And there's nobody down. So we could have a strike him out, throw him out situation. There it is, strike 3. That curveball finally happens. So that's 3. And first down of the top of the third. First one down. No, not for, yeah. A little football snuck in there, but go big red. Who won ugly yesterday at Purdue, but don't care. Nope, no one. People also don't ask that question. They just ask about your wins, losses.
Win or was it an ugly win?
So Chris throwing nothing but the slider now. So there's a difference between like just working on it and torturing it. And I believe we were definitely on the edge of torturing this curveball that will not respond. Gotten a few strikes, but I'd love to.
That guy out.
Yeah, after throwing a lot of curveballs that didn't. So let's see. Swing and a miss.
All right, Chris.
Good swing by 17, but Chris was able to get past it. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1 down. Runners at first and second. Here in the top of the third. Play ball with that 5-4 lead. And that's why the curveball doesn't work. And he takes the ball off the calf and goes to first. So base is loaded now.
Hey, 1 down, corners are up.
So a double play would solve everything here, but we don't necessarily, haven't seen that, and we don't necessarily have the traditional infield in that would be able to really whip that around. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if Joe had a really good turn at second. He just has some of the fundamentals of the game understood. So, but the runner at first with a giant lead, so you're going to have a hard time doubling him up. Infield fly. Yep, infield fly, batters out. And Jabril caught that there on the edge of the screen. So that's the second out of the inning. And that is a hugely important second out. So with the now with 2 outs, a pop fly would have to be caught, because the reason that you call the infield fly is because you don't want to drop the ball and get the double. Or you try to double the runner up, but you wouldn't need that here. So any pop up in the infield has to be caught here if number 33 were to put the ball up. So Chris from the windup now. And there's that curveball, 51 high. Request that number 33 here drive one from his coach. Hopefully Chris can thwart that plan. .51 low and away for strike one. Felt like that was faster. I'm not sure if my radar gun's getting tired today or what, but didn't it feel faster than 51?
Yes.
Well, it didn't even give me a number there. That's how tired it is. So swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases loaded. A lot lays on this pitch and this batter here.
Ready?
And next pitch. Foul ball.
After the pitch.
And a foul ball. So then we're going to do it all over again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, bases loaded.
Sorry, strawberry, not berry. Oh, it is? Oh, good. I was like, I think you just got cherry limeade.
Swing and a miss. Oh, they got him. That's strike 3. Go get them, boys. So a lot of, no one knew what was going on. They're all very tired. With that, the Jackrabbits are able to get out of the inning without giving up any runs. 5-4. Playball still leads, but with bases loaded and only 1 out, I thought we were in serious trouble. This comes back and gets it. So we'll go to the bottom of the bottom of the third, and I believe, let's move a little bit quicker. Did Isaiah batted, right? So Emilio, so I think we'll see try again. I think we'll see Isaac, Jack, and Joe. When those guys get on, we'll see Jorge, Chris, and Ricardo. Oh, that's right, Emilio didn't strike out. They threw out. Emilio gets to start over, so my bad. Emilio, Isaac, and Jack will be our 3. And when those guys get on, we'll see Joe, Jorge, and Chris. Well, we can go find out. Where's the umpire? We can ask him. He'll just say how much time's left. I thought he said 30. So it sounds like there's 35 minutes left in this ball game, which means if the Jackrabbits could score half a dozen runs here and then stop play ball in the 4th, that'd probably end the game. But 35 minutes and 4:07 and all-ish time here in the Mountain Time Zone.
That doesn't count because he only threw me one strike. Why didn't you hit the strike? Because it was a 3-0 count. Did I give you the same one? Yeah. I don't think I did. Well, you didn't say 3-0 green light either. Did I give you the same time? Yeah. I don't think I did.
So Emilio, who was up when Jabril got thrown out, we'll start with a fresh count, even though I think he might have struck out. He struck out? I mean, or he had Emilio. That was weird. I thought strike 3 was called and then they got him, but they didn't, so Emilio's back up.
Do I make the decisions? Put in a good word. Do I make the decisions? Okay, there you go. Put in a good word.
Watch that ice. It's on my shirt.
What am I doing? Everyone's in town now. What are we doing?
No, it's
Alright. I'm catching my... Let's get Amelia right here, kid!
Talking about my pants. Do they look too big?
And a strike on
They look comfortable. They look very big.
and Coach Nick running over to first because we lost Coach Gooch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So this pitcher, like Chris, throwing a lot of movement pitches, a lot of either changes or curves. That is a beautiful shot through the left side. Emilio with a clean single. He will take first. And from there, we'll see how many bases he claims. He is a quick kid. And we'll see what happens here. So Isai, who, wait, that's Isai, right? Yeah, Isai, who changed his bat now. He is swinging the Marucci Cat X. That's Teddy's, I believe. No, that's not. That's Isaac. Isaac. That's Isaac. Isaac's. Sorry, my bad. I thought that was. And they got him. That was a beautiful throw from the catcher on a curveball, and they still got Emilio out at second. So Isaac now with the bases empty now. So our boys need to do a better job of getting a jump. That's really what this is, won or lost. Do you get the jump? Yeah. So Isaac now. Oh, sits on that curve but doesn't quite get it. There it is. That ball has all kinds of English on it, and they get him down at first. So good job for the second baseman to deal with the spin on that and get him out. So English, it's like so 2 down now, and Jack's up. Jack rounding out the lineup for us. Definitely need him to get on. Our sole lefty. And he has not had a whole lot of at-bats this fall season because he missed a few games. But he's got himself back and he's right, and he takes ball 1. Ball 2. And Jack hits that one. Going to be a pop-up to the infield here. And third baseman comes out. So 1, 2, 3 for the Jackrabbits. No threats whatsoever. Good pitching by number 6, who threw curveball after curveball. Everybody was coming and still was able to get us out. And with that, we go to the top of the 4th, 5-4 play ball with about, I don't know, that was pretty quick. So maybe 30 minutes left in this ball game.
No, I was like, I'm catching them. I need a ball.
Hunter.
You want some please? So good.
Yeah, I gotta push it. Like, get up, the second one was a little bit better. Because I went like this. But the first one was good.
You think you can throw it over? It's not gonna. All you're doing is pulling your chest.
No, what it
Oh, Lord. I'm too short.
Alright, same thing I told Jorge. Not a second baseman.
Let's go, make some lots of strikes, kid. Lots of confidence.
All kinds of things, and they find that so because he was in the maintenance, so they find him so
You need a hamburger, do we need to go home and get Mexican butter?
you know.
Do we need a hamburger from the store so we go home and get Will, that's cheating, you can't be in the line.
You guys have to have a pretty good record. I don't know, what is it? Like 500.
Yeah, 5-4 now. I think we're a lot like you. We just try and develop the kids. We don't really. Maybe next week we'll change things up a little bit.
Yeah, we're thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Is it just possible 3 games, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That would be 4-4.
Hey, just give me a little bit more reach here, kid.
All right, so Mason's on the mound,
Reach back, reach forward,
and
like strike.
we've got, it looks like Ricardo behind the plate. So again, everybody playing all kinds of new positions. Nice strike there. As we go to the top of the 4th here, first batter up has a 2-1 count. Mason on the mound, Ricardo behind home plate. Jabrell at first. Foul ball for strike 2. Joe at second. Jorge at short, Emilio at third. In left, it looks like, is that Chris? Maybe Chris, and then Jack in center, and then Teddy in right. Swing and a miss. Dropped ball, so now we're going to have to finish it at first.
Hey, never
And
go
they finish.
over.
And he's out, so confirmed for the first out of the inning. So didn't love throwing, Ricardo throwing the ball over the top of the runner. Obscured by the runner. It's hard for Jabrell to make the catch, but he makes it. And we get the first out on a strikeout. Good job by Mason.
Jeez, nothing else matters.
Can you say that in a max demo, please?
Is that better for you?
We saw some Dolphins last time we were
Just yell out what you're gonna call.
Aaron and Nick are out in the water.
And the next pitch
The Dolphins were probably.
is non-competitively high at 58 miles an hour.
This is a shark, so this is not That's not golf.
And then he was like, what? And I was like, and I started doing this.
How much gum we got?
This. I was like, no, like, what's this and what's behind
And the second pitch
this?
of the at-bat's coming here.
No, I wasn't panicking. And he was like,
That was low in the dirt. So overcompensating there.
Slide over and use your chest protector. You gotta block them.
Very intrigued by the, looks like a Louisville Slugger. The Miami Vice colors, some teal, some purple. Don't know that model. Intrigued by it. And that ball is inside. 3 balls, no strikes.
Focus those mechanics. Those 3 things we talk about.
And foul ball, strike 1. So swinging on a 3-0 count. They're in the sun, so they're melting. 3 balls and 1 strike. Mason from the windup and the pitch. Fouled off. Good pitch right there. You like to see that.
Get him, Mason. Chucks, we got 2.
Then we got a full count. So Mason with 1 down already. And a full count here. Number 6 swinging the Louisville Slugger from the windup. 56 and behind it. Let's see if that's better. So a runner on first with a walk. In steps the big tall lefty who took one off the helmet last time. Seems no worse for wear.
We were feeding him Cheetos.
Missing out, but you gotta send him. This kid ain't throwing nobody out. He's not.
No, I think the boys started doing.
Hey, we got him.
He still has that trailer mix, man.
Like, that's what I told your girl. I was like, I think we swapped Playball.
And we got 1 ball count.
Water's water.
The big tall number 18 here. And he fouls 1 off down the right side.
Die.
And first base coach, going to go down and get that one. One ball, 1 strike here. Ricardo getting the sign. 18 well, truly ready. Mason paying no attention to the guy on first. And there's a curved 50 that doesn't curve very much.
Hey Mason, on that one you gotta reach and short-armed it. Gotta reach on that one.
Coors ice cream. Coors ice cream is the best ice cream in the world.
Robust conversation about the best ice cream on the planet being held down the Jackrabbits fans sideline. And beautiful 57-mile-an-hour pitch in on the hands of number 18. Looks like it's kind of running in on the hands as well. He does foul it off, but we'll take strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Runner on first. Okay. Gum. It's gum. And next pitch. Swing and miss, a 50-mile-an-hour pitch there. There's a little swagger from number 3 as he walks back up the mound. He's pretty pleased with the way that pitch executed. And rightly so, true. Was that a changeup, Mom and Dad? That was a changeup, that's what I thought. So nicely, he did a 57-mile-an-hour fastball, then followed it with a 50-mile-an-hour changeup. That's how you draw it up, ladies and gentlemen. So number 28 will step in, 2 down, and a runner on first. But Playball does have that 5-4 lead here in the top of the 4th. It's roughly, as I counted, about 18 minutes left in the game.
Hi, boy.
Oh, the Dodgers were able to beat the Rockies. So the Rockies finished 61, and 61 and 101.
Anyway, you weren't throwing him out.
Hands drop. I mean, I get that you have a ton of power, but
Every single time. I think the key question here is how did the...
Oh, infield, be ready.
Oh.
You want 6? Did you tell Casey?
So the Mariners were able to win. The Mets were able to win. What happened to the D-backs? Strike 2 D-backs are well ahead. So it's going to get gnarly in the National League if the Braves are not able to beat the Royals here. And they're currently down 4-2.
Cabral, first base is occupied.
Off.
You're fine. No, hold him. No drop third. First base is occupied. Never mind.
Hey, take it where he's
And that
giving it
ball's
to you.
outside.
Take it where he's giving it to you, man.
Never mind, drop third.
Yeah, Hunter doing a lot of yelling across the diamond to his first baseman, his first baseman seems to know more about what's going on in the game than Hunter does, giving him all the wrong instructions. Jabril, of course, zoomed in on what's happening. And there's a gnarly...
Hey, take your time, catcher. Take your time. Come on.
Take a nap.
Hey, just letting you know, I wouldn't have called that one. Well, okay.
we got 2 balls
Yeah, I know you
and
called
2
it.
strikes,
You know it's coming. You
2
should
out.
ready to block it.
Ricardo getting kind of barked at by the coaches because they called a curveball, and Ricardo did not get down and block it. Swing and a miss. He went fishing and he did not come up with a 57-mile-an-hour fastball. So Mason with a very productive top of the 4th. And with that, the Jackrabbits now basically will need to put up or shut up if they want to win this game. 5-4, down 5-4. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and I don't think we'll have much of a game with only 15 or so minutes of the game left.
Hunter, I love the 4. Oh, you shouldn't do that. See, I got the ugly No, I did not. No, I did not. No, I did not.
So next season, Jackrabbits are looking to do another 80 games. Like we said, we've got a dozen tournaments and some midweek games at AYL. We are, of course, looking for any sort of corporate sponsorship to help defray the cost of all those tournaments. They're not free. And we'd love to highlight you and your business here on our broadcast. Happy to do graphics, happy to do shout-outs. If you want to sponsor pitching changes, we'll sponsor pitching changes. You want to make sure that every time your grandson comes up to bat, that we call him by his Snoopy Pie name, and we can do that as well. You give us the money, we'll do your bidding. So, Grandma, Grandpa, whatever you want him to be known as, Snooky Nickies, we'll call him that. Exactly. We would love to throw in with some of our Jackrabbits gear as well. Get yourself a great hat, wonderful sweatshirt, an excellent T-shirt that shows your support for the Jackrabbits team, which is going on 5 years now. This core group has played with each other for 5 years. Very excited to have Emilio and Mason and Isaac joining us. But pretty amazing watching these boys grow up. If you look at old pictures when they first got together, the baby faces they've got now versus the pimpy faces they've got. Some of them even start to look like they have a little bit of facial hair. So that's how we're all growing up together, which is kind of the reason we'll put this together. Jackrabbits family, strong family, and we'd love to have your support financially or otherwise as we go into our 14U season. What will be probably for many of our kids the last time that they will play together, because after that they'll start playing for their high school teams. Ball's in going down is the call as we go into what is likely the last half of the inning of the last fall ball regular season game. And for this broadcaster, the last game of the season. And I'll be honest, I'd like to see this inning go on a long, long time. As Rogers Hornsby said, when there's no baseball, I just look out the window and think of spring. That will be me, for sure. Of course, I'll be tuning into MLB postseason, which is exciting. Only a couple more weeks of that anyway. So in steps Joe at the top of the order here with Jorge in the on-deck circle. And that 44-mile-an-hour curveball just keeps dropping in. Our boys need to figure out either to step back in the box or step up in the box. But the can't seem to do much with it. 43, swing and a miss.
What's coming? If you set back on it, you just got to track it with your eyes then.
Oh, ball outside. One of the pitches that's been borderline all day. Number 6, not wrong for thinking that's strike 3 right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joe. I assume you're going to see the curveball again. That curveball's gotten stronger as it's gone on. And it does, and Joe sits on it.
Because you set back a little bit. Are you surprised?
So now Joe ready here. Let's see if we get the fastball, however. That would be the next. According to the textbook, you'd throw another fastball here. That it is. And there's a nice strike 3. So that one was one of those outside pitches there. That's been a strike most of the day. So 1 up, 1 down for the Jackrabbits. And Jorge putting the battle armaments on to make sure that he protects that wonderfully important ankle of his. And let's see what he does knowing that curveballs are coming. 44-mile-an-hour curveballs. And he gets around on it, but foul.
Hey, now you know what's coming,
So Jorge hit that ball right off Coach Hunter. Coach Hunter's good. Here comes the second pitch. Should be another curve. It's 45. I think that was supposed to be a curve, but didn't have a lot of horizontal action on it. So let's see if we get a fastball here. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bottom of the 4th. Well, we got, I think that was the curve. It didn't seem very quick. My daughter off to go grab that foul ball so we can keep this game moving along. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Jackrabbits desperate to get some base runners here. And Jorge fouls that ball off, stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 down.
But it's just so fast.
He's a good little kid, though. I love them both very much. They drive me crazy most of the time. And next pitch to Jorge is an attempt at a curve. Left the hand a little early, and that's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next pitch. High. Ball 3. Jorge's now taking it to a full count. So let's see if we've got a fastball coming. I think that's what you'd call here. Yep. And Jorge hit it off the thumbs. And throw over to first. It's not in time. It's going to get away. Jorge is going to get to first. A little squibbler down to third, and he's able to beat that out. So in steps Chris with a runner on first. Now we'll see. We got Emilio thrown out. Emilio's very quick. Jorge is going to have to get a great jump. It's pretty easy to steal on a 44-mile-an-hour curveball, but you got to get a great jump. Otherwise, it's a long 90 feet. Gonna throw over, and the ball gets away, and we are likely to get in second. We'll take second for free. First baseman was going to eat that the whole way. He was not going to foolishly throw that ball. So I said, but Emilio got thrown out earlier. So I was saying we had to respect the catcher. But now we've got free base. We don't. It's a different setup here. So huge hole on the right side. First baseman hugging the line. The second baseman hugging the base. Chris can put anything through he wants. There's a 43-mile-an-hour curveball away.
circle line and it drives by it without stopping.
In the on-deck circle, we've got Ricardo. So if you're Chris's family, you're paying attention right now. If you're Ricardo's family, you're paying attention to the next batter. Oh, 49. I don't know what that was, but it was nice. Just pulled his head. So I think we got to get up in the box here. We're acting like this guy's throwing 60 when he's throwing 40s. You just go meet that ball sooner. And that ball gets away, and Jorge is going to scoot on over to third. So now we have, the tying run, just a mere 90 feet away and only one down. Obviously, the second baseman will regain his position, so Chris got to do a better job of hitting the ball hard through the infield. And that's out to, oops. We're going to get the run. So, not how you draw it up, but Jorge will tie the game. That gives us a 5-5 ball game, 2 down, and Ricardo steps in. And I think I did a bad job switching cameras there. I apologize, second base. Good. So Ricardo steps in, swinging Teddy Marucci, and he's going to take ball 1 on a curve that doesn't quite get there. Go Ricardo! I know, he's like, yeah. Duh. I know. I'm not always sure that Teddy knows. That's why I want to just make sure. Okay, 2 balls and no strikes to Ricardo. And nice shot up the middle. It jumps, takes a horribly wicked bounce on both the shortstop and the center fielder. And with that, Ricardo. So that is the winning run now with 2 outs. And Ricardo over at third, or first.
Let's go, 7!
So Ricardo now. Teddy was 2 for 2 in the first game, and I honestly can't remember what he did. I think he got an RBI, or got out on the first at bat. Teddy with 49-mile-an-hour fastball fouled straight back. Oh, that's right. He had a single, and then he got thrown out at second, trying to stretch the single into second. So Teddy's 3 for 3 on the day, but no at bat more important than maybe this one with 2 down. This will also be Teddy's last game of the season, and he will be going with us to Italy. So I do not want this to be his. I want his last at bat to be a memorable one. In a good way, right? Like a hanging curveball that he drives 300 feet. And a throw over. Oh, really close, but Ricardo slid back, which is what we needed to do. Yeah. Oh, Ricardo is going to get picked off here.
He's lined up outside.
And they've got him in a pickle. And the throw is over first. And that, my friends, is how this inning ends. And maybe how this game ends. We'll see what Blue wants if he's willing to go another inning. But Ricardo totally picked off there. And good play by the play ball to run him back. And then to get him out at first. So Ricardo should have turned and run as hard as he could to the second and forced a throw. And instead was picked off easily there. So with that, we go, I guess, to the top of the 5th. Looks like the ump is ready to keep going. So we're going to go quick. So Mason will return to the mound. It'll be his game to win here, and Playball will be putting their helmets on. We'll get a whole another inning out of this. So those wondering, Teddy will get a chance to bat in the next inning, as same way that Emilio did. So all right, so Chris and Mason having a conversation out there on the mound. No, that's not Chris. Dang it, I keep messing that up. 19 is Isaac. Isaac and Mason having a conversation. Emilio is over at third, Jorge at short, and it looks like Joe at second, and Jabrell at first. Not sure who's going to be the catcher, so we'll see who the catcher is. In left, we've got Isai. In right, we did have Isaac, and I'm still looking for a center fielder. Chris will be catching, because why not? Looks like Teddy will be taking center.
We'll fly with a card in. Just get a card to the house and then figure it out. I'll grab a card. There you go. It's cheaper to fly.
She doesn't like to fly.
Like serious, I have to take them to my sister's like, I have serious anxiety.
I'll take some rain and some clouds, right? Like 63 is perfect.
I was like,
You guys traveling more than
I like it, just reach a little bit more.
And Mason with his first pitch there from the windup. Here comes the second pitch already. And in the dirt, skips past him.
Rush it.
So with 2 balls and no strikes now, Mason get a chance to reset. Get a pitch. And that ball's popped up immediately to Emilio, whose hat falls off in a very stylish way, and he's able to come underneath it. So Isai and Jorge also ready for the backup there. So 3 pitches, 1 out for Mason. Mason has been very economical. He's not blowing anybody away with his speed. He's not confusing anybody with the action and movement on his pitches, but instead just pitching to contact, getting some outs. So 1 up, 1 down, which is what we needed. Let's see if we can't get another inning or another out here. All right.
I could catch, Coach. Put me back there, Coach. Hit you in the glove.
And as I mentioned, this will be my last inning on the mic for 2024. So while I'm not in any way pleased with Ricardo's base running error, I'm pretty excited to be calling a 5th inning here when I thought we'd only get 4. So next pitch from Mason is another ball that gets away from Chris. .407. You're hard pressed by it. You're home by 5. That's true. That is true. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike now. Nice pitch, low and inside, and is fouled away. Good swing by number 23. So we're seeing some really good baseball here from our 14U teams. And we played Playball a bunch of times, the Lucero team a bunch of times, and we always play them well. So excited to see that continue all the way through the end of this fall ball season. The next pitch Oh, nice. He hung a curveball. And then I'll go find Teddy in center, and Teddy will get the ball in.
Really good card.
So with that, runner on first now and one down. So Jabrell will be holding the runner on. Let's see if Mason throws over. Number 5 steps in for play ball. That ball is popped up right to the middle infield. And Jorge yelling, I got it, I got it, I got it, so loud that everybody could hear it and everybody left him alone. So that was a crucial second out. So now we got Mason just continuing to push 2 down. We're tied. 5-5. It is 5-5 here in the top of the 5th with 2 down and a runner on first. But Mason pitched the count.
If you don't double pump, you might get it, right? It's got to be.
So he's in safely. There was a double pump from our catcher, Chris, who has literally never caught before. So kind of can't blame him, but also the runner didn't slide for some reason. He made that way closer than he needed to be. So the go-ahead run now in scoring position for play ball. Mason throws that ball into the dirt, and the runner will easily take third.
Look, that's the winning run right there. Can you block or no? You have to tell me. Okay, I need blocks then.
So now the go-ahead run is only 90 feet away, and a pass ball could be trouble. But with 2 down, something on the infield here should be. There it is. Oh, 55, but inside. Apparently, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Go with him, Jorge.
There it is. 58, and we'll take a makeup pitch there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After 4 pitches, we have the right count, maybe not in the right order. And Mason with the pitch. Hits that ball. And Mason with just a beautifully pitched inning, pitching to contact. And we got 3 outs there as Emilio comes down with that third. So Emilio was able to catch 2 of the 3 outs. His hat falls off every time, apparently. I don't know if that's a feature or a bug, but the Jackrabbits have to get runs, otherwise we will end the season tied. And that's the kissing your cousin. No one wants to do that. So let's get some runs on the board. Teddy will lead off because he was left in the batter's box when Ricardo made his base running mistake, which then means we'll see Aaron and Mason when those gentlemen get on, Jabrell, Esai, and Isaiah. We looks like we have a new pitcher on the mound. Our curveball slim pitcher is gone, and in is a taller, broader-shouldered pitcher from play ball. So let's see what he's got.
Everybody wants to talk?
Bro, he would have been out. He has an arm, bro. I don't know what. But nobody told you he's on him. Yeah, but I didn't like get him. Get him is get him. Not freeze him and get him. How close they get him? That's my first
And we've got a new pitcher from play ball here. Throwing in warm-ups, mid-60s with his fastball. Had an attempt at the curve there. And low 50s on the curve.
Chuck says Is that the same picture? That's the one.
So he has number 5 here. It's quite the tell. His fastball is directly over the top. If his curveball, his elbow comes way down. So he actually is telling his batters what's coming, the fastball or the curve. So again, you can watch this at home too. If his arm comes over the top, like basically his elbow is up near his ear, it's going to be a fastball. If his elbow is out to the right, it's going to be a curve. And Teddy's around at 65 mile an hour foul ball. 65. Yeah, this kid's throwing hard.
70.
And Teddy with another foul ball. So he's fouled off a 67 and a 55. Yeah. So team relying on Teddy to get on base here. His on-base percentage plus his ability to steal make him really ideal to be the winning run. And that 67 is hot and away. His dad on the microphone here is absolutely, his heart is pounding. And got a little bit of a butterflies in the stomach. I can't imagine how my son's doing in the box there. Oh, 56 inside corner at the knees. What a beautiful pitch. That's a beautiful pitch. I blame you, Blue, but that was a beautiful pitch. So Teddy goes down with a strike. Number 15, Aaron will step in. So that'll be Teddy's last at bat for the season, which is kind of a yucky way to finish. 67 at the knees. Swing and a miss, strike one. .56, that same curve on the inside corner that got Teddy, gets Aaron for strike 2. This kid's throwing BBs and it's right around the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He was out anyway, but we tag him just for funsies. And 2 up and 2 down very quickly. And Mason will step in. If Mason were to score here, he would be the winning pitcher and the winning run. So who doesn't love that kind of storybook? And there's that same strike that got Teddy and Aaron. Look, fastball. 66, right down Colfax, strike 2. This kid's working fast. Oh, he's one of their better pitchers, so they don't want to pitch him normally. They're trying to get the other kids. Same reason we've got our kids. And there's a nice shot through the... Oh, great hit. Good catch by the shortstop. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll be game as we're out of time. Jackrabbits finish 5-5 against the Playball Lucero team. And let me just tell you, that's going to mess up all the seedings for the fall ball playoffs because it now is a tie. We'll be back next week. The plan is to broadcast whether Mark talks or not, we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting, this is Mike on the mic. It is always a pleasure, and it's been a pleasure all 2024 to be your microphone, and your voice for the Colorado Jackrabbits. I'm signing off. We will be back in the spring with our 14U team. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to reach out to your Jackrabbits adult to figure out how you can help support the team financially. And I have one final word from my daughter.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Vamos Liebres, signing off.